Amazon has incredible potential to scale your e-commerce brand. From the massive customer base, to the incredible shipping and logistics infrastructure they have, to an untouchable level of consumer trust that they've built up over the years. Amazon is a sales channel that few brands can afford to ignore. However, just getting on Amazon isn't guaranteed success. There are a lot of pitfalls. And one of the most common ways that brands on Amazon crash and burn is because of inventory mismanagement. In this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 of the major problems that your brand can run into if you get on Amazon without taking care of your inventory management. Inventory is the lifeblood of an e-commerce brand, so inventory management is a crucial skill for scaling an e-commerce brand anyway. But if you decide to build or expand your e-commerce brand on Amazon, the consequences of poor inventory management can be far more significant. So here's what can happen. First, you have the loss of organic keyword rankings. Ranking at the top of Amazon's search organically might not be as valuable as it used to be before they added 43 different ad placements ahead of the organic results, but it's still valuable. Climbing your way to the top of organic search results can take years of high sales, really great reviews, and spending quite a lot on ads. But one of the major factors in your organic keyword ranking is your product's sales velocity. If you start to run into stock issues, you might have fewer variants that are available for purchase, or your ship time might go from next day delivery to 7-day delivery, which obviously hurts conversion rates. And of course, if you go out of stock completely, that can really hurt your momentum. Any one of these issues can cause your organic ranking to slip. And once you start slipping and your competitors start to get ahead of you, it can be very difficult to get back ahead of them. The second issue caused by bad inventory management is canceled subscriptions. Getting subscription customers is like the golden goose of e-commerce. What more could you ask for than a customer who with zero effort keeps on buying from you and isn't looking at your competitors? But if you go out of stock, then those subscriptions will lapse. And there's a very good chance those customers aren't going to just wait around and wait for you to come back in stock. They'll probably just go and try to seek out a similar product from a competitor. And if that subscriber goes and subscribes to your competition, it's going to be very difficult to get them to resubscribe to you once you're back in stock. That was stable, recurring revenue that you've probably lost forever because of bad inventory management. The third issue is low stock fees. If there are 2 things that Amazon does extremely well, it's shipping really fast and charging sellers lots of fees. Amazon loves to find any excuse to hit you with fees. And while it may be kind of dumb, one of those fees is if you don't have enough stock in their warehouse. So when you have less inventory, which might mean less revenue, you also have more fees. The fourth issue is decreased inventory storage allocation. Amazon's warehouses are massive, but they do have limited space. And one of the key factors that Amazon uses to determine how much inventory allocation to give to each brand is sales velocity. I mean, it kind of makes sense. The more you're selling, the more space they'll give you in the warehouse so that you can keep more stuff in stock. And when you're first growing on Amazon, it can be tough to balance the 2 things. You have very little storage allocation, so you can't sell that much. So you have to constantly replenish the small storage allocation you have to show higher sales velocity to get a bigger allocation. But once you've built up the allocation, if your sales drop suddenly because you went out of stock, over time, Amazon is going to reduce the amount of allocation that you have, which means that once you do come back in stock, it's going to be difficult to hit those same sales numbers you were before because you have to constantly replenish a very small inventory allocation with new shipments into Amazon. And the fifth issue is that you let your competitors capture customers that could have been yours. This is an issue even on Shopify, but at least there, if you run out of stock, you'll turn off your Facebook ads. And if you turn off your Facebook ads, then certain people are less likely to purchase the product because they're not being exposed to ads for it. However, on Amazon, people are actually coming there specifically to buy a product. If a customer comes to Amazon and searches for whey protein, but you're not there because you're out of stock, they're just gonna buy from your competitor. In fact, even if they're searching for your brand, so they go to Amazon, they type in your brand name, but because you're out of stock, you don't show up, they will see your competitors. So there's a good chance they'll just buy from them. The point is this, that effective inventory management isn't just a good practice, it's essential for success. This means that you need to have really good visibility into your current inventory balances, your rate of sales, and also your lead time to know how quickly you can replenish sold out inventory. At the same time, you don't want to play it so safe that you buy tons of inventory that you can't sell, because then you're going to be paying for storage fees for nothing, and also a lot of your cash is just going to be tied up in inventory. So finding that right balance is key if you want to succeed, especially if you want to succeed on Amazon. But I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Until next time, take care.